I have a few questions here for you about your business, and we just want to learn more about your business and what you're offering. So one thing I do before I go into the show, I want to like learn about my guest a little bit more. So what made you decide to launch your own media company?
I don't necessarily think that I decided what I would do. I actually was a school teacher and I was recruited to this area by the city school system as a part of their diversity, equity, and inclusivity initiative. And so I kind of started my career off as a teacher. And
Okay.
I had a horrible accident. I broke my neck, my wrist, my leg. Best day of my life. Scored a
Wow.
um, the man that I was living with is now my husband. He was like, okay, we're definitely getting married.
Mm-hmm.
And in that moment, I realized like I wasn't really doing what I wanted to do. I wasn't really fulfilling my purpose, and I needed to really double down on the things that were important to me. You know, as a student at UAB, I was an English major with a concentration in creative writing. And I have a master's in post-secondary and adult education. And I have a passion for writing programs. And I, was just kind of stuck in a system delivering content and curriculum that I wasn't passionate about. And it wasn't really moving my students in the way that I wanted to. So for me, it was just a wake up call to like really start living in my passion and really start to look at, who I was going to be.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. Sometimes, like when things like tragic things happen in your life, you do have like these self-reflection moments, and it brings things together and just align things for you. So sorry about your accident, but glad that you came out.
It was the best day of my life. Like my mom was like, I'm coming to spend 6 weeks with you, I started to homeschool my son. I got very confident in my purpose. It was really the best thing that could have ever happened to me.
Oh wow. Okay, you guys, I hope y'all listening to that. Everybody that's going through something, sometimes things happen and it brings it full circle, y'all. Okay. So usually corporations incorporate diversity in some sort of fashion. Your business focuses on small businesses and nonprofits. Why is it so important for small businesses and nonprofits to invest in solutions for diversity and inclusion?
Yeah. So we are a corporate training program, and we also focus on corporations as well. So the Lenoir-Rhyne Diversity Institute, I wrote it as a Black woman who was frustrated after attending several trainings throughout my career, that we go to these trainings and then we get back and it's like nothing, right? You're like, why did we even go to this training? Like, what you gonna do? So for me, it was an opportunity to take what we say in our kind of backroom conversation and bring it to the forefront in a professional way and monetize it. So what I was able to do was actually write out this 13 course institute that provides equity advocates an opportunity to go deep into their equity study and to really come out with a certificate from a major university that says that they're an equity advocate. And the strategy behind the courses is that it's not about changing the conversation. It's about changing how you work. And so our courses are specifically designed to shift workplace culture. So a great example of that is, say you are a small business and you are trying to figure out your target market women, and you're trying to figure out like, how do I get more women to my website and to convert over? How do I get more African American women? How do I get more differently abled women? What do I need to do to reach my target market in these diverse fields? You can come to our course and really start to look at strategies for diverse marketing.
Oh, okay. And that was actually my next question about how does that work, and what is, you could just give me one example of like diverse marketing, or something you've seen or something you guys do.
Well, I'll put it to you like this. I speak to a lot of women who own brands who want to reach women. And so you ask them, you say, well, what's my target market? And they say, well, my target market is women ages 25 to 34, which is a great target market. But then when they begin to market, they typically market, especially in small businesses, they tend to market to people that they're used to marketing to. So if it's a Black woman, she's typically marketing to other Black women who are 25 to 34. How do you then, access, let's just say, LGBTQ women, identifying women? How do you market to them? What are the tactics for that? So one strategy is actually adding that into the visual piece of your marketing. When you market and you are actually marketing a program, do you have one flyer or do you have four? Do you have one that speaks to Black women? Do you have one that speaks to women who are stay-at-home moms? Do you have one that speaks to, again, trans women? So it's just really about segmenting that market out and using language and content that appeals to them. And as an equity advocate, being mindful that you have a diverse target market. So the places that you choose to market also will have a lot to do with who you bring in.